Remmedy says ready. Emperor is spelled wrong. Oh, yeah, it is spelled wrong. We have an intern who did that. We'll fix it. Ready, and Bubble Wraps, are you ready? So here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. No, Tetris. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. They were just typing fast. Not thinking. Trying to get this done. You know, I pretty much like wake up around 10:30 and be like, oh crap, there's CTM today. I gotta fill in all the names and all the this and that, and the links, and that's why it's always half-assed. So if you're wondering, that's why. All right, Bubble with the great internet here. Internet of the year. 35,000 for Bubble. He's got a column 2 Tetris hidden below some garbage. This should downstack fairly easily, though. And he exposes the well and gets a Tetris. 63,000 for Bubble. 96,000 for Remmedy. 77,000 for Emperor. And 99,000 now. 121 for Fractal. Fractal battle tested. He won last week. Very challenging. I mean, listen, there are no gimmies in futures, challengers, or main events anymore. So experiencing any of these tournaments will help you in any of the other tournaments. I mean, it's so catchy. I hear this in my sleep now, you know? But I get pumped. This whole beginning of the soundtrack gets me, like, way pumped. And, you know, I'm not a person who begs for anything, you know? I don't put up, you know, GoFundMes and all this stuff, but, God, I really do. This is, like, one thing I really do want to do. I want to be able to do a custom soundtrack from Flexstyle for CTM. Just something all of our own, you know? And to like actually pay market rate for it. That's like a dream of mine. I would love to be able to do that. So maybe one of these days we'll have a GoFundMe or something. And then what we'll find out is that nobody really cares that much. And they go, oh, if we weren't watching CTM, we'd just be watching some other dopey streamer. So who cares? Bye. Anyway, 257 for Bubble, 253 for Remmedy. Thank you so much for the sub, Garbe Lion or Garbellion or whatever. Thank you so much. 295 Emperor, 315 for Fractal. That's right, I'm in the lowest scum of Tetris. And I can't even win there. I actually lost in kind of embarrassing fashion in my community tournament match. It's really embarrassing. Oh, Amy Abel with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. Utilizing that Prime sub, getting emotes. And you want these emotes as we head into CTWC season. Because you're going to be wanting to, you know, Batfoy comes on the screen. You're going to want to, like, throw a bunch of Batfoys on the screen. Corian, you know, or somebody starts talking, right? Starts saying stuff, they won't shut up. Send one of these Corian things at them. You want it. So, you know, it's something you should do if you're thinking about it. 373 for Emperor, 391 for Fractal, 370, now 402 for Bubble, and 392 for Remmedy. Oh, Remmedy with the misdrop of the J piece. Going to slow him down a bit and give Bubble some more time. So No early top outs. A couple players threatening to, but I think they're getting it under control. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Fractal getting droughted. Having to take the burn. And some nice survival from Fractal, but still not getting the long bar. And this is getting ridiculous. Call your congressman. And gets the long bar finally. That's going to take some pressure, but still no room to breathe. And Remmedy still up high. 427 for Fractal, 469 for Emperor. And Remmedy still living up high. And so is Fractal. And Remmedy's going to top out at 414 and Bubble is good. Fractal still hanging in there. And looks like he's going to get out of this. And transitions and is able to burn down his stack enough where survival looks like it's possible. But long bar dependent again. All right, he's going to take the burn. And, all right, he's opened up the right side. Amazing concentration and survival from Fractal. Opens up the right side. And can't quite Tetris, but it's pretty darn close. Finally gets a Tetris at the bottom like a normal person. So it's got to feel good to finally be normal. Emperor 579 though, and Fractal at 488. Bubble can top out. It looks like he was going to do it anyway. So let's get readies from ready from Bubble. We already got one from Remmedy. I mean, and Fractal's just living that stressful life right now. And Emperor getting a little bit stressful. But it looks like this is going to clear down easily. Much more easily than Fractal. And Emperor is clear. And Fractal is, yeah, he's not going to survive this. So a couple of kind of suffer sessions for Fractal during that game. But the second one is the one that gets him. So, all right, we got it ready from Bubble and Remmedy. Let's do a simultaneous countdown. So if Emperor wants to go ahead and top out and Fractal wants to give a ready, we can go ahead and just start all this at once. It was entirely your fault, Fractal. All right, Fractal's ready on 18. And we just need Emperor. I mean, is this a PB for Emperor or what? I doubt it. All right, let's go. So the left side is ready. Fractal's ready. Just need Emperor to be ready. There goes the cathedral. Drifting off into space. And ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 4 players. Let's give Emperor his heart. Oops, that's not Emperor. There it is. Oh, that's the slot. There it is. I don't hate apostrophes. I just want people to use apostrophes when they're being used. And since I'm the creator and namer of those events, it is up to me to tell you how those events are to be styled. And it's not the challengers event such that the challengers own the event. It's an event with a bunch of challengers in it. So no apostrophe needed. 25,000 for Bubble, 25,000 for Remmedy. Bubble's gonna Tetris. 69,000 for Emperor. Where's Kingsman when you need him? Oh wait, who needs him? No, I'm just kidding. Of course we need Kingsman. 71,000 for Fractal. Honestly, ever since Kingsman came on the scene, YouTube has been a lot nicer to me. I'll tell you that. Because now they can just say Kingsman. It's perfect. Bubble up a bit. Kind of high, but gets some pieces over to the left so we can burn. And gets the long bar down the right side. That's going to take some pressure off. There we go. All right, so Bubble has largely righted his ship. 109 for Bubble, 104 for Remmedy. Emperor 120, Fractal 123. Yeah, there were a few months where, you know, Bubble was, you know, very close to the top of the list of Tetris players, but I don't know, he kind of took a sabbatical or whatever, so it'll be interesting to see what he's able to do in a comeback here, and then, you know, what he wants to do. Bubble has a crown next to his name because he is a winner of the main event. He won one of the main events last year. $231 for Bubble, 184 Remmedy, 224 Emperor, and 227 for Fractal. Yes, Bubble was a Masters winner. If Bubble had a face, he would be on the Mount Rushmore of Tetris, but the man has no face. Feels bad, man. $298 Fractal, $260 for Emperor. Another Tetris Fractal, 329, 286 for your Emperor, 268 for Remmedy, 254 for Bubble the Rhapsody. Bubble Rhapsody. It's been a Bubble Rhapsody a long time member of the Tetris community, and honestly one of my first mods on my own personal channel, actually, a long time ago. $289 Bubble, 304 for Remmedy, and Bubble is back to a normal regular Tetris. Emperor cleans open the right side, 329 through 112. Fractal getting up high, but gets a couple of Tetrises in a row. His stack is back to normalcy, at a comfortable height. Yeah, Winter, I'm with you. My eyes get blurry after playing too. So if I want to go get like my eyes checked, then I have to like wait. I have to not play Tetris for several days. All right, Bubble has transitioned at 4:30. Remmedy 10 lines away from transition still. Bang Tetris for Remmedy, 367. Emperor 1 line away from transition. And here is that line. Fractal 510 through 138 lines, 357 for Emperor, 391 1 line away from transition is Remmedy. Bubble 150. So Bubble actually, so he is, you know, he definitely pushes down aggressively, and so he will be many lines ahead of his opponent. And it's, you know, fairly rare for tappers to push down. It's become a little more common the last year or so. But something not traditionally done. It's just a lot of stuff to do with your fingers, you know. It's like tapping them, pushing down, this and that. It's a lot to do. It's like you're doing enough already. 561 bubble, 450 Remmedy. Remmedy stack out of control. Remmedy about to top out and does, and bubble is good. All right, up 2 games to none. Bubble. Need bubble to go ahead and top out. And we need excuse me, a ready from Bubble and Remmedy. So Remmedy says ready, and Bubble obviously is not ready because he's still playing, but there we go. On the right side, 445 for Emperor, 642 for Fractal, so about 100,000 point lead for Fractal. All right, 2 readies on the left. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, and Emperor's going to hang a piece on the left, and this could be fatal, and it is. And Fractal is going to get a heart. Well, let's give him one. And let's get it ready from Emperor and Fractal. There's one from Emperor. And it looks like Fractal's going to Ben Mullen out 1 million points or something, but nope, he's got a top out. There you go. That's a bro right there. All right, 2 readies on the right. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Best of 5. Not Huffer Nudes. That is a bro right there. It is. And Emperor's board, I look away for 1 second and he's got that going on. So he's going to have to build around that. And it's like some weird, like really jagged, whatever that is. I don't know what's happening. It's like someone took a chainsaw and ripped it through his board. It's like a 3-wide secret grade or something starting in the middle of the stack. Bubble has a spire, 2nd and 3rd column, so he's building around that. Is he going to go center welling, or is he going to try to burn this down? Looks like he's going to at least make an attempt for the center well. But ultimately, just burning it down. No, he's still going to go for it. He had it locked and loaded, ready to go, and in his mind, he was already center welling, so he's doing it. Man, let's see if it's going to cost him. And he's going for one right here. I mean, he's just building, you know, a Tetris well on top of all his mistakes. And that is one way to burn efficiently, but it's also a way to top out. And he opens up a Tetris well. Tetris well number 1 gets the... Oh, he misses! He misses, and he's just going to take the burn. He missed the well for the Tetris, and he's just going to have to take the burn and just try to recover from that disappointment. 167 bubble, 289 for Remmedy. How many max out qualifiers and challengers this month? I forget. There were a few. Thank you, Doge. But we'll see what happens, because we have changed our qualifying structure. And so now it is not a single score determining your fate. Bubble Rhapsody's still trying to fight his way after that misdrop. And he's still trying to build Tetrises on top of this. And he's going to get one. So let's see how efficient, just how efficient he wants to be. Still building. This is a bit crazy. What a mad lad. And he's built himself a big square weird thing in the middle, in the second through fourth column. And he's going to top out, and maybe a little over aggro for Bubble. So Remmedy's going to get a heart. You know, if all that stuff worked, he's a genius. But because it didn't, it's a big oops. All right, let's get it ready from Bubble and Remmedy. On the right side, Emperor 245, Fractal 359. Bubble's ready. Slow Brosif wants to end CTWC. Oh my god. All right, we got ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I'm ready to end CTM right now. I've had enough. It's been long enough. All right, 295 Emperor, 411 Fractal. Oh yeah, God, ready to retire. Sweet CTM money rolling in. Never-ending gravy train. Just teenagers pumping their hard-earned dollars into my personal economy. 127 Bubble, 124 Remmedy, 418 Emperor, 518 for Fractal. The right side ready to transition any moment now. Your Emperor transitions 450. Fractal gets a Tetris 551. And Big Tetris. Yes, Big Tetris. $265 for Bubble through 57 lines, but not a nice looking board. So see what he does. $263 for Remmedy. You know, these are some healthy score to lines ratios. And Bubble getting a little frantic here, but should be able to burn this away. And again, that's what I thought last time, and well. Alright, looks like Bubble is burned back to safety. 283 for Bubble through 76, 291 for Remmedy through 67. Now on the right side, we got Emperor about to top out, and Fractal is going to take that 704 on the Seahawks level. So a heart for Fractal. Emperor's got it ready. We need it ready for Fractal. Bubble 296, 303 Remmedy. All right, Fractal explaining some stuff. There we go. Remmedy with a nice, clean board. And ready from Fractal. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. $335 Remmedy, $312 Bubble. Bubble opens up the right side finally. Gets the Tetris. He tets the Getris. So Fractal up 2 games to 1. Emperor needs this one to stay alive. Bubble with a Tetris 391. 4 lines from transition. Those are the 4 lines. 415 transition for Bubble. And center a little bit, Monka S. He's going to take the burns, get his stack back down. And he is safe. Of course, there really is never any safe time here on level 19, even for the pros. 428 Bubble, 437 Remmedy, 5 lines away from transitioning for Remmedy. Remmedy transitions 462. Fractal is at 99,000 through 25 lines. Emperor 60,000 through 25 lines. Alright, Remmedy sets up on 19. Tetris 492. Bubble ahead by 15 to 17 lines or so. But behind in score. Not where you want to be. Yeah, it does seem a little... I guess I shouldn't be saying that, but it does seem a little steep for me, but I understand there are operating costs for this thing, and it's not free for them to put on, right? And maybe sponsors don't cover it, so I'm sure there's a whole... There's mathematics that governs exactly what they needed to charge, right? $535 Bubble, $512 for Remmedy. Tetris Remmedy 596, so he's got a lead in score, but he is ahead 20 lines in the future. So it's actually fairly close. And if this becomes a kill screen game, then those lines will matter. I'm a little mesmerized right now. It happens. 272 Emperor, 274 Fractal. Remmedy 617, Bubble 730. So over 100,000 point lead, but very ahead in line. So, I mean, if this goes all the way, then Bubble's gonna, hit kill screen, and then Remmedy will have to try to chase down. So 803 for Bubble here, getting into level 28. Another Tetris for Bubble, 837. 147,000 point lead. Bubble set up for another Tetris, gets the long bar over, 872. Set up for one more Tetris. There it is. We'll see what he can do on 29. A couple of lines here. And Remmedy's going to top out and make it easy on us. And seems like everyone's playing on 29 nowadays. Like it's nothing. And Bubble is going to get the heart. Remmedy tops out. Bubble wins 3-1. I don't have a heart to put there, but imagine one in your minds. So Bubble, we are going to see you in a little bit. And you will play the winner of Emperor versus Fractal. What was the... It was 1 for Emperor, 2 for Fractal. Oh, that's the wrong one. Whoops. Hold on. Oh my god, we got the same game playing both sides. There we go. And no cam equals SpongeBob. Here, let's fix the hearts. All right, 474 for Emperor, 475 for Fractal. The necks are coming out, guys. Emperor knocks down a double in the middle of his stack. That'll help, but it's looking a little dire for Emperor right now. Fractal is not a great looking stack, but not really in any danger. Interesting placement for Fractal with that S piece. Probably could have set up a delayed burn a little easier, but oh no, an Emperor is going to top out here at 485, and Fractal needs to get to 480, and Fractal is there. And Fractal has got the heart, and there it is, and Fractal is good. Oh, Fractal's going to pop off. There it is. Look at it. He's going to pop off. So let's bring up Bubs over here. And we'll get rid of SpongeBob. All right, we're gonna take a small break. Let people shake their hands out, do the fingers. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Best of 5, my dudes. All right, 47,000 here in the early goings for Bubble Rhapsody. 26,000 for Fractal. And I'll tell you, it makes me happy to say Bubble Rhapsody because I don't know, for some reason I thought that he had like left or wasn't playing anymore, but glad to see him back. 101 for Bubble, 37,000 for Fractal. And it's the quarterfinals, and you know, and our screen should reflect that. Thanks, pumps. All right, Bubble with a triple into a Tetris, 131 through 33 lines. Fractal, 84,000 through 31 lines. Do people like buy CDs anymore? And I don't mean just like, oh, there's a like popular artist with a CD, but like if it was part of like a package or something like that, like it was part of a like a GoFundMe kind of, we're supporting you kind of merchy kind of CD thing. You know what I'm saying? Would people do that? 247 for Bubble, 138 for Fractal. I know, like, obviously people aren't by default just buying CDs, right? They're just going on Spotify, or if they're download kind of people, they go download stuff illegally, but and Fractal in a little bit of trouble. Needs something for that left side. And look at this survival from Fractal. Right side, open up again, long bar engaged, and bangarang, as our friend Kigsman would say. And Fractal, wow. Wow. What survival and concentration. Maybe a little bit of luck there, too. Bubble needs something. Right side, there's a Tetris. Can't burn anymore on the left, so needs long bar for the right. And gets the long bar, so he's knocked 10 lines off his stack with those long bars, but has got to go to work cleaning this up. What a mess. 330 for Bubble, 221 for Fractal. And, you know, the good thing for Bubble is that he does have a lead, so he can afford to spend the, lines clearing here. And Bubble's board still in need of a lot of attention, but oh, look at that. Everyone, D-Lo went live. I gotta turn those off. We just know everybody who goes live. Basically, I'm gonna unfollow anyone who goes live in the middle of CTM. Even if it's the Challenger circuit. That's it. Unfollowed. Even if you're actually in the tournament, I will unfollow you. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Well, let's see. 400,000 Bubble, 363 for Fractal. So Bubble is burned all the way back down to the bottom. But I gotta admit, you know, I spent a lot of years, you know, like MP3s and then, you know, into streaming stuff, and I started just like on a lark, just like, I don't know, I had the CD player and I had some CDs, so I just started playing those instead of streaming with this thing. And I like it a lot more. I'm just enjoying it more. I'm like listening to entire albums rather than just like, I don't know, mindlessly like attention spanning like through these, you know, just songs that I might mildly not want to listen to for a split second in the moment. And like, I don't know, I'm enjoying it more. So I think I might make it permanent. 449 from Bubble, 401 transition from Fractal. And, you know, I could get on the vinyl thing, and I do have some, you know, actual vinyl records, but I don't like flipping them over. It's a little too inconvenient, you know? 509 for Bubble, 442 for Fractal. The bottom right says semifinals because it's the quarterfinals. Why don't I have a quarterfinals thing? I don't know why. That's weird. All right, 526 Bubble opens up the right side. Fractal 483. Bubble Tetrises. So 74,000 point lead for Bubble. This is game one. Is this just game one? Oh my god. And Fractal, Monka S takes a triple and a double, but his stack is so messed. And yeah, can't get that long bar over, and that's just gonna do it. And Bubble gets a heart, which he's gonna enjoy. There it is. All right, so we just need Bubble to get the message and then to top out, and then we can get readies from Fractal and Bubble, and we can go again. I almost typed 321 Tetris in the address bar of Bubble Rhapsody's stream. What bracket are we in now? This is the quarters to determine who goes to the semis in the green bracket. All right, 321 Tetris. So if you're in the red bracket, you should wake up, start streaming, start warming up, do some wind sprints, apply your gamer grip, whatever you got to do. All right, Fractal with an early misdrop with no lines. I'm sure you enjoyed that. All right, he's back to normal now. And of course, I'm gonna have to delete all these commands. Assuming CTWC wants to keep the classic Tetris bot. Why? No, they probably don't want to. Actually, I'll probably take the bot offline. CTM's bot. They don't need the. They don't need that bot during CTWC. That's right. They can make their long bar package bot. When is CTWC? Qualifying will go throughout October. The earliest tournament action will be right toward the end of the month through into November. It'll get down to the top 8, and then there'll be a delay while I do some production stuff, some organizing stuff, and then they will reconvene and do the top 8, like I think late November, early December, something like that. Is that right? Do I have that right? I don't know. How do I know? I don't work for them. The players have to, every time you win a match, you have to pay $50 to get into the next round. So you win, then you have to pay another 50. That's right. Every time you win a match, you pay $50 to go to the next round. Oh, sorry about that. And whoever's got the most money remaining at the end is the winner. Because he'll just keep adding rounds until people run out of money. Like, oh wait, there's another round. Oh really? Oh shoot. If you won but you don't have the money, you lose. Of course. Also, by the way, did you guys hear it? Hyper tapping is banned. And if you play into the kill screen, it's an automatic disqualification. Oh my god, spread that around, guys. 226 for Bubble, 262 for Fractal. Oh yeah, you can charge like a certain amount per tap, right? A nickel per tap every time you want to tap. So that makes DAS like a superior strategy, at least monetarily. 297 Bubble, 295 for Fractal. Yeah, wasn't that funny? Just a few years ago, the whole thing was like, well, how do we get young people involved? They finally get young people involved, and it's like, how do we get old people involved? 346 for Bubble, 365 for Fractal. Well, I think CTM, I think we're going to do a DAS only tournament. Just for fun. We got to do this. And you can be a hyper tapper and join, but you cannot tap. You have to play DAS. All right, 443 for bubble, 414 for fractal. You can quick tap once. You get one quick tap. It's got to be DAS into a quick tap. That is a DAS technique. you only get one quick tap for every match. Like, oh, is he gonna use this quick tap? Yeah, you know. 480 for bubble. Not a great looking stack, but burning it down. 492 for fractal. Imagine saying, oh, we've got to get the young people involved. All right, we got them involved. Now let's raise the price. $554 for bubble, $583 for fractal. Yeah, quick tap has always been a DAS technique. There, you know, it's a way to squeeze out one extra move after you do DAS. It's not hybrid. Hyper tap is like several taps in succession. 622 for bubble, 622 for fractal. So same score, about 8 lines of separation. Yeah, then that means there are like there are no DAS players except for beginners, which is not true. Remember, hybrid, it's a myth. And fractal gonna top out 630. Bubble is good. My mic is bugging out. Yeah, see, I think I'm clipping. Let's take a couple dB off. We'll see what happens. I don't know. All right, fractal is contemplating. Bubble is ready. Up 2 games to none. Fractal ready. 3-2-1 Tetris. Oh, man. My breath is not very good right now. It's kind of weird. I don't have any remedy. I guess I gargle some water or something. It's kind of weird. Like once in a while, maybe your breath isn't so great. And I don't know. I'm lucky enough to still be employed during all this lockdown, COVID, whatever stuff. And all our stuff is happening on Zoom. And, you know, nobody can smell my breath. So I could get through a meeting, right? If I was a little my breath is a little ripe. But I still feel like an obligation to go and like freshen breath, and go out of my way to do so. You know, like other people are gonna like have a reaction to it. It's weird. That's right. I haven't brushed my teeth since March, guys. Why bother? Deodorant, teeth, gone. Whatever. 135 for Bubble, 110 for Fractal. That's true. You can sometimes, even if you think your breath smells okay, you can go back to that mask if you're reusing it, and that mask can smell a little weird. 181 for Bubble, 115 for Fractal. Oh, leave big toothpaste and leave big Tetris. Merg, that's funny. $249 for Bubble, 123 for Fractal. Real suffer, low pace game for Fractal. I think I'm gonna resist the chicken sandwich urge. You know, be good for my waistline and good for my budget. 296 Bubble, 173 for Fractal. If I were thin and rich, I'd have that chicken sandwich, but I'm fat and broke, so that's it. All right, 349 Bubble, 221 from Fractal. Fractal needs to win, or else, oh my god, devastation. Just complete devastation if he doesn't. All right, 418 Bubble, 252 Fractal. But Bubble with a 90,000 point lead. Fractal's going to get a Tetris here, but Bubble's set up for one as well. There it is. Still about a 90,000 point lead. And Bubble, clean as a whistle. Or whistle's clean? I guess so. Otherwise we wouldn't have a phrase about them, but... Alright, Fractal's trying to burn his way out of this, but, you know, every time he burns, he's just losing score to lines ratio. $585 Bubble transition, $293 for Fractal, still 13 lines away from transition. But clearly Fractal's going to transition a bit lower. Trying to open up that channel, opens it up. He gets a long bar, like one piece too late. There's a long bar for a Tetris. And Fractal's going to transition 325, so a much lower transition pace, about 260,000 less. So something's going to have to happen here for Fractal to have a chance. And on the one hand, you want to survive long enough for that thing to happen. On the other hand, you don't want to give up too much pace to the opponent. So it's a real tough situation. Yeah, we haven't had a sweep yet, have we? Fractal trying to avoid it. Trying to go to the semi. 612 for Bubble, 345 for Fractal. Oh, Jerpy did sweep Sofa? Oh, well. That was like an hour ago. Who can even remember an hour ago? Oh, no perfect clear for Fractal, but Fractal, you know, great looking board now. But almost 300, now over 300,000 points behind. So if something's going to happen, it's gonna have to happen soon. Herpy. Yeah, don't get stuck with that, with the name Herpy Dude. And by the way, Herpy Dude, probably the worst name you could name your online dating profile. Just a life tip, guys. All right, Fractal with the Tetris 476. A little bit less than 300,000 points behind. And time is not on Fractal's side right now. All right, Pumpy, calm down. $8.20 for Bubble, $5.54 for Fractal. And Bubble is going to top out at $8.54. So, interesting situation, but Fractal really not in a position to score 360,000 points. Unless he does just something miraculous on the kill screen. So, see what Fractal's able to salvage here. But he's got to get to 8.55. Thanks, Pumpy. And he's trying. God love him, he's trying. Needs to get to 8.55. We got some thrill screen. Oh no, that square is probably gonna do him in, and that's it. So the guy tried. Listen, he really tried, and it's really that, you know, that really bad 18 that he had. And Bubble is gonna get the heart, and Bubble will be moving on to our semi-finals. Let's take a look at our bracket. Look at that. Dog playing Tetris. You are the dog. You're the dog now, man.